Yes, welcome to the show. It's a really, really good day today. Good afternoon to you. Great to have you on the sunny side this mostly sunny afternoon. Beautiful sunny afternoon, I must say. Yes, today is Wednesday. It's midweek. Yeah. The date is 24th. How many days do we have? Okay, instead of just counting, let's just say next week Monday is the D-Day. You know, every day I just feel like reminding you that something is going to happen very soon. All right, there will be a change of administration in the states and at the national level. So yeah, get ready for that one. All right. So yes, welcome again to the sunny side. My name is Constance Mega. Okay, so Nigerians on social media have been dragging a fellow Nigerian for saying the truth the way it is. People are not happy. And the young man has now come out to say, well, I'm going to have to learn to be diplomatic next time. So let's talk about being diplomatic. It differs from lying. I'll be sure after the news, okay? Because I'm seeing a sponsorship here between 110 and 125. But I'll get the full details later on. All right? And then 2 o'clock, we'll bring you the news. That's the news update. And after that, we'll talk about superstitious beliefs. Yep. You know, that particular belief that people just hold on to. Perhaps something they were told when they were quite young, or something they heard from an older person, something that people around them just share. And they just do it. Superstitious beliefs. Alright? I health, evil beliefs, natural influences. And then sometimes I sleep. Where is it? Because I see some of the beliefs and feel, what's around nonsense? Must be actually irrational. Because if we look at, I'm going to use Christianity an example today. There are these people actually live who are Christians. And someone who's not Christian, someone who's not God, we hear such stuff and be like, what of crap is that? Like, who thinks like that? Superstitious beliefs. About that, and I would like to find out at that time, do you hold any superstitious beliefs? Right? I would like to share with you the one that you hold on to. And also get your take on superstitious. What will be the last conversation today? 2 till 3 o'clock. Then today afternoon, the last for this show. Before facts will take the stage, all right? So join the conversation and like how does being diplomatic? Yeah, please. Okay, here's the story. Actually, in the news this afternoon already. I'm gonna have to read the parts that I prepared for my show. All right, something about the diplomacy and lying. The young man that everyone seemed to have been dragging on social media. That's YouTuber MD Tiamiyu. So he has defended himself after people called him out for the statement he made concerning Nigerian migrants in the UK. So if you remember, the young man is from Osun State and he also migrated to the UK. Now, he actually said that most Nigerians are using the master's route as a ploy to gain entry into the European country. And of course, he sat for an interview with Daddy Freeze shortly after the initial interview he had with the BBC. And he said people should know they will always offend others when they are real. Now, I like the part where he said that he's going to have to find a balance between being real and being diplomatic. And I remember at some point in my life, right, this was something I struggled with. Even some people had to tell me, you have to learn to be diplomatic. Don't just give the answer like that. Don't just say it as it is. And I used to just wonder, okay, are you saying I should lie? And sometimes they will tell me, no, not that you should lie, but there's a way you should go about it. Diplomacy. Just, it's they see it as, what's the English now? You know, when, I don't know if you've come across these on social media, when I talk about people, when you're writing, I realize, you'll be like, wow, this young man must be a genius, you know? So diplomacy is more like, for some people, you know, they see it as a professional way of not telling the truth. I did not say lie, you know, I'm just saying, of not telling the truth. You know, you package it well, wear it suits, give it one clean portfolio to carry. It's shoe where they shine where. You know, powder the face and nice haircut. And then it shows up. And it's no longer a lie. Oh, someone is helping me on WhatsApp. Says it's tactfulness. Interesting stuff. Okay, so in your own opinion, I want to find out now. How does diplomacy differ from lying? What is the difference between being diplomatic and telling lies? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0002, and 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0007. All right, you can also send a message via WhatsApp to 0809 030 6416, 0809 030 6416. All right, also tweet Nigeria AFOP. All right, good afternoon, Constance. Being diplomatic in what? Is there something I'm missing here? Or am I not clicking this the right way? And right way, I don't know who else has been experiencing some unusual network failure with a particular network provider, because I've had it tough for a couple of days now, especially yesterday and today. It's been terrible. Being diplomatic in a given situation has to do with saying things not exactly the way it appears, or saying it on a lighter note, as in a compromise, while lying has to do with false statements from the actual fact. Peter Bright Chemena from Omuma. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
You're welcome aboard. What's your name, please?
My name is Manuel.
All right, Manuel, go on.
I'm calling from Ireland.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, it's diplomatic means what you are, that people know you. As maybe you are doing something that you are professional on that thing. People can call you a diplomatic woman or a diplomatic man. It's totally different from lying.
I want examples, because I don't understand what you're saying. Give me examples. Or one example.
For example, someone that maybe as you are working in that place now, you are professional on that thing, they can call you as a diplomatic woman.
I don't
you cannot call someone as a diplomatic woman or man.
Okay, I'm gonna have to just advise that you just look up the word. All right, just look it up anywhere. It could be a dictionary, it could be Google. All right, or just Google. Diplomacy versus lying, just like that. You're going to understand what I'm saying. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Especially,
you're welcome.
I think it's two different. So maybe lying, it can lie. Maybe something like this it happens. There is a will to prevent the person to save that. You put it in a very that's very bad. Maybe you are not very to understand. I don't know what to say.
Okay. So one is outside lie, dry lie. The other one is well packaged lie. Or at this point, I think I need example, right? Because someone says, "Oh, some people are not traveling to the UK because of better life," and people are arguing and shouting, "Why are you talking like that?" And so he's like, "Okay, what's happening here?" So I should have said the truth. That is this. I should have. We learned mathematics. Just that this particular. Instead of in the like, let's destroy the process of genuine way. What does it sound like? Hello, Mr. Please.
When you look for the personal and the lie, diplomacy lie. Of the situation, people should go and rest. We are sending high delegation from Abuja to Bayelsa State to ascertain the immediate lesson is a big lie. 20 people were attacked. It was also diplomacy. The truth is this: for that guy, if I was among those following him on his Twitter or any media, I will follow him. But he cannot defend it. The truth is, we are living in a maximum. You know the truth that we even gain more followers. You are now saying want to be diplomatic. Diplomatic on what? On the other hand, you can see what I want to do. Fighting. You are just fighting the people. You are not telling them the truth. Like one elderly guy told me certain days ago that look, see, for any marriage to succeed, especially the husband needs diplomatic in Arush. What does that mean? Where necessary. That where necessary.
All right.
No, we don't need it. Tell the truth. When you are real, you are like a perfume. Those who like the odor will leave you. Don't like it, let them go. Just be real. You know.
Alright, please let me hear from you. Between close to shake. Lying. Perhaps a different kind of lie. Or is diplomacy total from lying? 0173 000 0817 0002 and 0817 923 0007. Alright, good afternoon, Constance. Lie and diplomacy is the same. The difference is just the approach, presentation. Joe from Atali. Okay, lying is saying what is not, while being diplomatic is not saying the truth and at the same time not lying. Chief Obu Owin, are you trying to confuse me? I refuse to be confused. I need you to explain what you mean by not saying the truth. If you're not saying the truth, aren't you lying? He says it is not saying the truth and at the same time not lying. Man. And, there's this thing where people feel that someone who can do that thing, like Chief Obuowin explained, has this really high kind of IQ. Like, they understand, they know what's up. These are the intelligent people. So they know how to manage a situation. They know how to get gray right in the middle of the white and the black. And everybody go just there, all right. Diplomacy. It's good afternoon, happy Constance. Lies has to do with saying what does not happen at all or manipulating what happened, while being diplomatic is being economical with facts. In diplomacy, you just avoid saying everything, not to cause trouble or break people's hearts. My opinion, though. Alright, that's coming from Dave. Alright, thank you very much, Dave. 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0007. I'd like examples, please. All right, what happened? Okay, you can use this one as an example. The young man that some of the Nigerians who are going to the UK because of that is expensive. They want a better life as a means. They're going to study, and then they enter, and the next thing they're changing to work. But you came in here through the study route. What's happened? And people are saying that he has spoiled market for other people. People are bashing him on social media. I don't even think they've stopped anyway. They're still on him. And then he says, I will have to learn to be diplomatic because being real, a lot of people are going to get hurt. So in this situation, what should he have said? Mufasa from D-Line, you're welcome.
Yeah, hi, Constance. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Well, I think it will be very, very difficult to, separate, telling a lie and being diplomatic. When you look at it technically, I mean, you could be diplomatic and still tell a lie, in a very subtle manner. And you could equally be saying the truth and at the same time exaggerating the truth because you are trying to achieve certain things while sending the message. That's why I said you could still tell a lie and be diplomatic about it. A lie simply means saying something that is not the fact. That is just the basic meaning of a lie. When you say something that is not factual, it's not true. But being diplomatic, you can still, say the truth, but in a way that could either be, being an overstatement, being exaggerating what you are trying to say, like an hyperbole, okay, and like, for example, use the position of the superholder. Talk about Lai Mohammed. Most times people say he lies a lot. Most people don't understand this. Actually doing job. He's doing it with diplomatic. What you say about people going abroad, seeking study and just to signal past your indicate that it to study. It's just basic truth. And I don't know how such a statement of fact can be called such that people will see or the meaning of what you're trying to say. Is the truth? From being diplomatic, you can't lie, but you don't by no one.
Thank you very much, Musa. Hello, Mike. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, from Area. Thank you so much for saying on the line.
Yeah. Being diplomatic is a statement of policy. It is a policy-based statement. It is neither lie nor truth. So it's neither here or there. It's policy based.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, Mike. So I saw this article. Someone from LinkedIn actually wrote it. And the title of it is Euphemisms, Lies, or Diplomacy. You know, when it comes to euphemisms, it's more like saying something in an indirect way so that other people will not be offended. For example, if someone is unemployed, instead of saying that the person is unemployed, you know, get work, you say that he's in between jobs, or he's between jobs, but he does not have work. So if you say he's unemployed, it's the truth. So is he unemployed? Yes. But saying he's unemployed sounds somehow. You don't say that he's between jobs. I've even heard some people who they're not in school, they're not doing anything. You know, ask them, what are you doing? They say they're seeking admission. There's another way they actually say that thing. I'm a prospective tell you that they're not in school. But is the person lying, or is the person being diplomatic? Hello, Chris.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chris from Rumorba. You're welcome, please.
Yeah, somebody, a wise person said that through diplomacy you can tell somebody to go to hell, and he will gladly be going to hell and even thanking you for sending him to hell.
That's Churchill, I guess.
So, the guy in question, I'm an international travel consultant.
All right.
And I know what damages what he did will do to a lot of Nigerians who want to relocate to the United Kingdom using the study opportunities. So if I were in his shoes, I would do better than that. But it's not everybody that knows what to do when these things come up. If you travel around the world, United States, UK, and the European Union, you find so many Indians and Chinese everywhere. There are people who don't suffer when it comes to visa processing like our people do. The reason is because they do it with wisdom. They don't shut the door after they have succeeded by making statements, by behaving in manners that will make everybody to be looking out for the next Chinese or the next Indians to stop. It is lack of wisdom. So there are a lot of things you can achieve in life if you sit down and do some personal summary of the best way to go about it in life, or the best way to say it or do it. But you may be right, you may be wrong, but the way you present it matters.
All right.
That is what diplomacy is all about. So everybody should learn it. It's a kind of wisdom. You need wisdom in everything you do. You don't just wake up and say anything you like, the way you like it. You may miss out in life when opportunities are staring in front of you. People who may not be qualified may be in position to present themselves in a better way and achieve what you could have achieved better than them. Diplomacy is a very useful tool, but it's not the same thing as telling a lie, not trying to present issue in such a way that they have just been a way of telling him what he has done wrong, without hurting America and the relationship between us and the United States. That is diplomacy for you.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you. I like that we're having this conversation so that, you know, we have a new administration coming up. So that by the time a spokesperson does his job, you will understand. And you know, say he's a liar. That man likes to lie. He's always lying. All of you are agreeing now what diplomacy is. And some have called it wisdom. All right. I can't take any calls right now, so I'll read messages and then go on a commercial break and then return. Widum Everest Lay on Facebook says, good afternoon, Constance. In a nutshell, over-packaging differentiates between diplomacy and lying. Beating around the drum and not hitting the hammer directly on the nail. Mandy Davis says, good day, Constance. Diplomacy isn't really telling lies, but addressing the truth in an indirect and smart way to balance the situation rather than rubbing it on the face of the person. Wow. Roland Emwakpeje says, good afternoon. I think it's a way of Okay, so I'm looking at a quote here. Someone says diplomacy is the art of saying nice doggy until you can find a rock. So it's a way of getting the dog to just be calm until you can find stone that you will knock it so that it will run. Diplomacy is what guides the person. What's different from diplomacy? Another person says being economical with the truth. Alright, let's see the messages here now. Diplomacy is not lying. Rather, diplomacy is a way to get what will favor you in a presentable way that both parties will be okay with it. Diplomat Sammy. Even added diplomat to his name. That's good. How can you be diplomatic in telling someone they have a bad breath? Oh my goodness. I caught a relationship terrible bad breath and never told her the reason. Now I have another bad breath. Are you asking to tell someone let him hear. My simple contribution to this topic is this. Diplomacy is simply a coded, uncertified fact. It's diplomatic to say, is this Emeka or Eneka? Anyway, he says it's diplomatic to say Emeka is not available, whereas Emeka is inside. But lie is the absence of truth. Diplomacy is not totally the absence of truth, so they're not the same. From GP texting from Eneka. Good afternoon, Constance. Choice of words is what diplomacy is all about. To state the same thing in a different way, or in a way different from the literal way. It takes the understanding of the listener to understand the idea. No can be stood to me that what I lie, but if blame for lie when I code my speech. Thank you. I'm just hearing I'm in my woman mood first. Mood. Actually, I'm here to go to Korobo. Says it's number 2. Like, wow, so how do you guys call it? No, that's good. That was the Lou. Number 2. Anyway, you know what number 2 is, right? Wow, the messages are plenty. Okay, I'll see what happens. But now for Mr. Now, just tuned.
Special here,
going to come back and read your messages because I see a lot of them here. I'll read some and after it and then have a break and I'll return for it. Okay. Here goes. The way concerns me, and this is side. Good afternoon, Mr. Anyway, yes, we have seen cases where political spokesmen find it difficult in saying things as it were, especially when they know their political leader erred or did something that is questionable, like in the case of Anti-Act as from Peter Broth's chairman. Okay, smart from OG's instance. There is a very thin line to not aggravate the already bad situation. For example, Governor Wike said that he had to demolish Bayelsa State House in Port Harcourt because it is against the urban renewal policy of his government. Looking at the statement above, we all know that Uncle, I'm not reading again. I don't know what you're saying. What are you doing? I'm even reading, we all know. Brotherly, we all don't know. We're not there. Okay, Soke Fubara from Port Harcourt says Nigerians play a lot of wayo. Other people don't play a lot of wayo. Anyway, you said this Japa matter is not cheap to come by. If we invest that money in Nigeria, it may yield much. Who knows? Our Nigerian people do a lot of... Anyway, you say they do a lot of trade to get their work. We're talking about diplomacy. You're telling me people are doing wayo. Explain diplomacy now. Differentiate between diplomacy and lies. Alright. So, there's something for 110. I'll be back afterwards. Do stay tuned.
To thrive in a